Okay, now try FA. So go back to your FA worksheet and try number 5. See if you can get this answer of 1.7 to the 14th. Remember, you're going to make this A, B, and C. And we need to write an expression for this one first. I will help you with that. It says calculate K for the reaction between 1 mole of dinitrogen oxide gas and oxygen gives gas to give dinitrogen tetraoxide. So this is my dinitrogen monoxide or oxide plus oxygen going to dinitrogen tetraoxide. Okay, so I needed to balance this first, so I wrote it and then I balanced it, and then I need to set it so that it says 1 mole of dinitrogen oxide. Right now I have 2 moles of dinitrogen oxide, so I'm going to multiply through by 1/2. That's how I get this. So 2 times 1/2 is 1, 3 times 1/2 is 3/2, and 2 times 1/2 is 1. This is what I'm trying to get a value of K for. In this case I have an A, B, and a C. In A, what am I going to focus on? I'm going to focus on we're going to focus on N2O4. So what do I need to do to get N2O4 on the proper side? I'm going to have to reverse it and multiply by 2. So I did that. Ignore the coloring. Just look at the blue for now. I reversed it. So if you look at A here, I switched it and multiplied through by 2. So 1/2 times 2 becomes a 1. And 1 times 2 becomes 2. On B, I'm going to focus on N2O. So I need to look at B and say, where does N2O need to be? N2O need to be, it needs to be a reactant, so I'm going to keep it forward, but I have 2 and I want 1, so I'm going to multiply through by 1/2. So I did that here. 2 times 1/2 is 1, and then on this side, 2 times 1/2 is 1, and 1 times 1/2 is 1/2. And then looking at C, for C, I'm going to focus on O2. And I'm going to see what I need to do with that. So in C, I'm going to keep it forward because O2 is on the proper side that I need it on, but I need to get down from 6 to only 3/2. So what will I multiply 6 by? 1/3. So I'm going to keep it forward and multiply everything by 1/3. So 3 times 1/3 is 1. 6 times 1/3 is 3/2. And 6 times 1/3 is, I'm sorry, let me try that again. I apologize. Not the black, it's the blue ink. 6 times 1/3 is 2, and 6 times 1/3 is 2. So what I've done is set up my A, B, and C, and now looking at the purple and green color and black, we're going to either sum, reduce, or eliminate items. So we can see that 2 and O2 are on opposite sides. They completely, there's 2 on each side, so they completely eliminate. Nitrogen, 1 on each side, so they completely eliminate. And then I have oxygen, 1/2 oxygen here, and I have 2 oxygens here, so I'm going to subtract those and get 3/2 oxygen on this side, because 2 minus 1/2 is 3/2. And then I'm going to make sure that I have what I needed. And so I check here, yes, I have left on the reactant side N2O and 3/2 oxygen, and on the product side I have left N2O4. So now I'm going to apply the rules to my K's, because I'll reverse this, and I know this is the value of my A. I'm going to put it under 1 and raise it to the 2 because I reversed it. That's why it's under 1. It's multiplied by 2, so I raise K to the 2 power. Here, B, I kept it forward. This is, you can't see this, but this is to, apologize for that, this is to the 1/2 power. And then here I raised it, kept it forward, so that's why it's not under 1. Both of these were kept forward, so I kept them as they were and just raised them to whatever I multiplied by. So this, even though you can't see it, is raised to 1/2, and this is raised to 1/3. So this should be raised to 1/3 here. It's cut off from the image. I get my new values, which are these 3, and I multiply them to get my 1.7 to the 14th. Go through this work and make sure you can get this answer.